Thank you, Mr.
Adelbert Nuru, yeah, your supplementary questions, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Before I make my supplementary, sir, just a few things. A little context before I put that question to the Chief Minister, because since it's a very
brief.
Yes, very brief, very precise, sir. I understand Article 371 is a delicate subject at the moment. I want to be very precise in my question. I want to remind this August House that more than 5 years in this very legislature, that is in autumn session 2019, and opposition member of the House today, of course, that member is in the ruling. This honourable member had moved a resolution seeking to bring Meghalaya under Article 371 of the Constitution of India. Now, the resolution was defeated, but I wish to recall two things that happened. One, the then leader of the opposition, who today is again leader of the opposition, had suggested that setting up of an all-party committee to examine the matter of proposing a special provision for Meghalaya under Article 371. Two, the then Chief Minister, who today is also still the Chief Minister, even as he opposed the resolution, he did state that a government committee is examining the issue. So my first supplementary question is this. What is the present status of that government committee that was examining the issue of Article 371? Mr. Speaker, sir.
Sir, as of the information that has been provided to me right now, and as per the reply that I have given, so there is no such discussion that is taking place at the state level, sir, as of now.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. Through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, once again, I ask again, Honorable Chief Minister, may you please give a specific answer regarding this government committee which had given an assurance to the House that it will be on the process for examining this matter.
So as I mentioned, sir, there is no such discussion, sir.
Sir, I understand clearly about your replies, but my question to you is regarding the government committee which you have already constituted.
So I said, sir, since there is no specific discussion on this, the question of the committee also is not there, sir.
It's not there. Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Chief Minister. So may I know whether the government today is open to forming an all-party committee to examine the matter of proposing special provision for the state of Meghalaya under Article 371?
Sir, of course, if there is a requirement and there is a demand, and if there is any reason for us to allow a discussion to take place on the matter, we can have particular provisions. But as I said, as of now, the state, the schedule areas, we come under the 6th schedule, and the provisions are there to protect us and our culture, our land, our people, in terms of the 6th schedule. Provisions are there. So therefore, it was never felt that Article 371 should be something that we should look at. But as I said, for the matter of discussion and for opinions to be brought in, we can examine, sir.
Your last question, please.
No, sir.
Already you have asked 4 questions.
Okay. Anyway, I'll try to get straight to the point. Okay, let me recall the House. Mr. Speaker, sir, I also wish to remind this House that recently in January this year, one state in India has become the first to implement Uniform Civil Code. So my question, Mr. Speaker, sir, to the Chief Minister is this. Does the government consider that having special provision for the state of Meghalaya under Article 371, it will bring protection for the people of the state from the operations of laws like Uniform Civil Code and other central laws which come into conflict with our religious and social practices, our customary law, our administration of justice as per customary law, and our customary land right. So may I get your reply, sir?
Sir, of course, this goes beyond the purview of the question, but since it is an important subject and of important concern for the people, sir, without going into too much of debate, because this is a very, very large topic to be debated, sir, there are pros and cons of 6th schedule, and there are pros and cons of Article 371. Sir, if you look at the 6th schedule areas, so there are provisions of having a legislature wing, an executive wing, and a judiciary wing, whereas Article 371 does not have those provisions. So the question is, the current system where the district councils are having their own power to legislate, are having a judiciary, are also having executive, compared to a 371 which will not have, is a matter that one will need to discuss and debate. Sir, Article 371 also has got multiple forms. It is not that Article 371 is the same for all the states. If you go towards aspects of Article 371 in different states, like for example, so there are many states that have got Article 371, and if you go into those aspects, so Article 371 grants special responsibility for governor in Maharashtra and Gujarat for establishment of separate development boards for Vidarbha, Marathwada, Saurashtra and Kutch, and for ensuring equitable allocation of funds and opportunities for these regions. This Article 371 does not mention anything about protection or not having to implement central laws. My point being, sir, that no 371 is uniform. For different states, there's a different Article 371 with different provisions. And hence, today, if we say that, the provisions that are there in Nagaland, because this one is referring to Nagaland provisions, specifically be there, then that is a matter that we have to discuss and debate. But as I said, so my point being, it's a question of really looking at this entire picture. You have the 6 schedule areas where there is a legislature wing, there's a judiciary wing, and there's a an executive wing, which does not exist in the 71. Now, what do we prefer? So I don't think it's a right forum for us to discuss all of this. It's a huge debate, sir. I mean, I think question hour will not do justice to it, and I can already see LO looking at me, saying be specific to the question. So this is a large debate which needs to be discussed more in detail. But coming to the point of the Uniform Civil Code, sir, again, it's a very, very large topic. So one has to be very clear that a Uniform Civil Code is a law that state governments pass or governments pass in order to create a certain uniformity in the civil process in the society.
Yeah, that answers
Yes, sir.
to the question.
Yes, sir. The question is what kind of uniformity in what code that you are wanting. So really the question is about the bill and about the content of that particular law that is coming in. If you look at the law that has been passed by the Universal Civil Code passed by the Uttarakhand government, they specifically mention in that particular act that the tribal laws and tribal customs and cultures will be exempted from the provisions of the Uniform Civil Code. So therefore, sir, it is a matter of, as I said, details, generalizing it and putting it in the larger context and then generalizing will not give us a real picture. So therefore, sir, this answer is very, as I said, complicated to give, to reply. But as I said, it's a question of debate, number one, between 6th Schedule 371, which is a very large debate. I've given small salient features of why this is slightly complicated. And of course, we are right now enjoying the benefits of the 6th Schedule area with very, very specific powers to legislate. At the same time, as I said, uniform civil code, not something that is right now in the in the horizon for Meghalaya. We are very clear. There's no question of bringing in uniform civil code in our state or adopting anything in that line. We are also very clear that if there is any move to make a uniform civil code that is going to in any way dilute the powers, dilute the customs and rights of the tribal people, then that is unacceptable to the people of our state and to the government.